back to the Paragon EU Qualifiers for the exhibition tournament happening in August. This is all for the chance to go and visit Epic for the LAN event. It's happening August, I believe, 2nd to 6th. How's it going, Nate?
I'm good. It's been a long day so far, but I believe this is the last match we're going to be casting today. And I think this is a decider for second place. So this is to decide who gets through the group with Toronto Esports, makes it out of this bracket and into the next stage of the tournament.
Yeah, so to start the draft off, we do have PolacyZPolskiPL versus Killandstomp. Pulaski's going to be picking up the Rampage for Satori, and we have a Kwong coming out of Killandstomp for Adam's Wing. And just to follow up quickly on what's going on, Pulaski, they chose to pick up the Revenant, Howitzer, Countess, and Grux. Meanwhile, Killandstomp has followed with the Narbash, the Greystone, Yin, and Bellica. As far as drafts are concerned, I feel like Pulaski has the stronger team. They have really strong engaged support. Rampage is, still capable of having that tank, having the 2-second stun and the giant car-sized rock, and they have the damage coming out of Howitzer, Countess, that target damage. Not a lot of engagement or CC. Well, there is some fair CC for Killandstomp, but it's not the hard engage that we're seeing coming out of the Grux and the Rampage.
I mean, I don't know. They've got the Narbash stun, they've got the Bellica stun, so they've got 2 solid stuns in there, and also they've got the tether from the Kwang. So yeah, they've got enough CCs to make things work. They've only really. It depends how the Kwang is built. It looks like it's going to be a jungle Kwang rather than an offlane Kwang, because we're going to have this great stuff. So, I mean, we haven't seen this team yet, so I'm not sure what positions he's actually fulfilling. But it looks like they've got a pretty solid front line. Yin, we haven't really seen today. She's one of the ADCs that takes a little bit longer to get online, whereas on Polski we have the Revenant, which is, as soon as he spawns, he's online, essentially.
All right. But yeah, so we're going to get into game right about now. Getting to start off. 3, 2, 1, go. Starting this off, this is for second place of the EU qualifiers. It's going to be PolacyZPolskiPL. It's funny because there's actually a guy on his team, and it's a joke because the way it's spelt as a team is the plural form for PolacyZPolskiPL, which is mean the Polish guy, I believe, is what.
I think it's a Polish guy in Poland, and
is the direct translation.
And then it's Polish people in Poland. It's something like that. My Polish is a little rusty, stroke non-existent, so you're gonna have to bear with me on that. I think we have Forsaker in the chat, who is actually Polish. I'm sure he'll be able to tell us one way or the other.
Wards being cleared out right off the bat by PolacyZPolskiPL. The player, not the team. Well, and the team. To start that one off, they have very good ward coverage right into basically the weak side jungle of Killandstomp. Just want to talk about the teams that we didn't really follow up on that while we were in draft. Like you said, Killandstomp has a pretty good team comp. I feel like it's more a pick-oriented comp than anything else. With the thunk, the knock-up, that sort of thing.
It's difficult to say that because the Greystone is more consistent annoyance stroke. He will chunk you down if you let him, but he's a Greystone at the end of the day, so he relies on that sort of those tethers, those stuns, that he needs that to actually do any sort of work. So it's going to be a bonus for him. And like the other thing with the Yin, she can take a while just to get online. You need to get her to around 30 car points before she can really start. I mean, she's going to be able to do damage, but that's when she really starts coming online. Whereas for Polski, with just the Revenant is just ridiculous. Just incredible amounts of burst damage so early in the game.
Yeah, looking at builds, weird pick coming out of Prodigy. He opted for he goes for a Sorcerer's Ward to start the game off instead of the traditional, Strike Tokens health bot.
I mean, I can see why. He has the ward, and it's one of the wards that gives you from the start. So he gets a little bit of power, gets a little bit of ability pen, which we know is half decent, and he gets a bit of lifesteal, so he's got a little bit of sustain. I mean, I'd much prefer a pot myself and get definite sustain, but
Oh, nice rock coming out of Satori as the smash and grab comes out of Pulaski. And that's going to be first blood. Greystone had no idea what's going to happen. That entire side of the map completely warded up in both the river and in the offlane jungle. On the right side of the map, we do have Yin, and Zetilo is going to be engaging onto the tower, trying to get some damage down. Minion, the river are spawning right now.
I'm not sure if you saw the earlier games, but Koksu, he a bit of an unpredictable because he had such good laning phases, and some of his engagements were really good and just go in, burst someone down, and get out. But then we saw one engagement when he jumped in headlong into a 1v4 and died almost instantly. Using a counter to zone when they're trying for an OP is probably not the best thing to do. Maybe if you throw your Dark Tide out and so forth, just put a little bit of damage, but he just used his Shadow Slip, jumped into 4, and never came back.
All right, and there is Belka getting the knockup. They're jumping on Miss QQ. The Funk does come out, but Miss QQ will be able to walk away to safety. In the right lane, minions are pushing up under tower. Countess just trying to clear out the Siegeman using the Shadow Slip to do so, as Chester repositions himself to get away. Countess going to Shadow Slip back. Very quiet early game start, aside from the little engagements we've seen here and there coming out of PolacyZPL. Very farm oriented.
I think we've only had one real threat of intent with the gank onto the Greystone and that duo lane. But other than that, they're not really trying to take pressure anywhere else. Pulaski's just trying to farm up, and he's trying to be a presence around the map, but not trying to give up too much farm to do so. For rotation onto his Countess's lane, but gets spotted by the wall. Just takes his time to take that out and goes back to farming.
All right. River Buffs are going to be spawning in 30 seconds at the 5-minute mark. We do have Satori starting to wrap around. He's looking for a gank of the Belka. Press any key. Could be in a little trouble. There is the rock. Landmine might not be able to fall up. Size from the assault goes out. Landmine knocking Belka into the wall instead of the direction that Miss QQ wants him to go, which is closer to him. River Buffs spawning now. Kwong running over. Sees Satori. Only level 2. Throws the tether out. He's not going to follow up on what could have very well been an easy pickup, and he's actually giving Satori the buff on top of it.
Yeah, that seems like a weird engagement. What? I mean, Satori was backing off. If you'd just let him back off, he'd have the buff there for free.
Even then, you had complete advantages to Kwong. You're level 4. Just hit the shock.
It's very.
He would have been dead. We have Prodigy is going to be zoning out the Greystone, using the Obliterate to apply that damage down on the right lane. PolacyZPL just finished off a failed gank.
It was just looking for the engagement, but the Narbash speed boost would be was just enough to get them out of range, really. But Polska thinks he's coming back for a second buy by the looks of it.
And he does, and there's a smash and grab. It will land on, it will miss Yin as she managed to jump out of the way, but the feast comes out of Countess, and the bleed is the finishing the job. So overall, the engagement is a success. Just takes a little longer to get that one off.
I think that's the worst way to go, even more so than a gadget bomb or a Moragesh tick. I think that the bleed proc from a Grux is literally the worst way to go
because it's
so minute. Yeah,
you're like, am I alive? Am I dead? Am I alive? And I bled out. I literally bled out.
But at least you can back with the Grux bleed on you at the very least.
All right. Yeah, I'm very surprised how slow this game is right now. Scores 2-0 in favor of Pulaski, but
what you got to remember, they're playing for the second place. This is the last place that makes it through, so I can understand the trepidation from both these sides, not to really allow the other team to snowball and not wanting to make any mistakes that cost them too dearly in the long run.
I guess we haven't seen Killandstomp, so we're not really used to what they're capable of. I know Satori getting a rock seismic assault to follow up in return. 7 minutes now. The buffs have spawned. Purple buff on the map, red buff on the other side. And Pulaski running around with the invisibility right now. He does have a ward on top of him, so Tori's gonna clear that out. And there's another one. So Killandstomp starting to learn they might want some vision in their jungle.
Yeah. Not for long though, as PolacyZPolski just a quick job of scouting that out, getting rid of those deep wards. So
Koksu picking up the kill on the Narbash. Walking away from that one. Mid lane being engaged on right now. It's going to be Satori tanking it. Make it rain, zoning out, press any Qs, trying to get into the corner. He's hiding. Miss QQ is there. And he's going to use the auto attack to finish the job, rotating through the green jungle back. And there's PolacyZPL picking a kill on Chester now as well. So as we were saying, the game is quiet.
Yeah, Chester, it just had a Koksu just running at him, which he probably thought was weird, but because he was out of mana. So in my head, that had been, you know, ringing alarm bells. Why is this character's being so aggressive with such little mana? And then he found out why as Polska and that group came up behind him. Yeah, just without a support to sort of whiplash off and get back into the safety of the tower, ultimately fell.
Why is that Countess coming at me? Oh, the Crux. Yeah, that was it. But yeah, great bait, mate. 8 out of 8.
But yeah, that's one of the things telling from the less experienced side, the comp sides, as it were. Just this little things on that what they can sort of pick up on.
But yeah, as I was saying before, we haven't seen a lot of Killandstomp, so we're not too sure what their playstyle and game tendencies are. We do know PolacyZPL, a lot of the players have played on competitive teams before. Satori's been in a few different teams in the PCL. So they actually made it pretty far in the last tournament as well.
Yeah, when we watched the last time, it's as I said earlier, if PolacyZPolski himself was playing well, the team generally played well. But I think it might have actually been Toronto. One of the teams actually hate banned out the jungle and left him on I think it was like a Chimera or something. It wasn't particularly. Yeah, basically just banned out, picked out the best junglers and banned out like they picked the Sevrog and the Grux and banned out like a Rampage and just left him on hero. But obviously Satori picked up another kill.
My mini map was bugged, so I had no idea that was even happening.
Yeah. So yeah, but when he is playing well, the team generally does play well. All
right, and yeah, so let's take a quick look at builds because I feel like we're gonna have a quick second. Raptors are spawning. I believe PolacyZPL will start rotating for that in a second, giving them the advantage. They have the time to do so. But as far as builds are concerned,
yeah, they're sponsored by Meltdowns right now. We've got 2 Meltdowns coming out of Miss QQ and Prodigy. The quenching scales is not quite online for Satori yet, just 2 more car points spot on that. On the other side for Killandstomp, got a couple of Milestone Gems coming out of Chester. The quenching scales is online for the Narbash, Zytlo with that, and then just not too much CXP to spread around at the minute. So they're still on the sort of the beginning items where they just picked up a ward and the healing token and the HP pot right now.
And we just saw PolacyZPL try and zone out and bait Raptors, try and get a kill. Killandstomp does manage to back away, and they're now on the Raptors. There is Adam Wings with the nice pickup on the kill. I was trying to remember Kwang's abilities there for a second. I'm like, Judgment, Fury, Gift. Which one is it?
One of those. Light?
Light. It was light. It was light.
Fuck you of the heavens.
Language. Language, Nate.
It's alright. We're not on an official channel. We're all good.
All right, and there is PolacyZPL picking up a smash and grab. That could be Greystone going down. Obliterate's going to finish the job off. We have 2 down for Killandstomp being killed and stomped. I couldn't wait to the end of the game. I need to do it now. I've been like it was in the back of my head since I saw the name.
You've had that one preloaded for a while, haven't you?
Buffered. It's been buffered in 1080p.
Yeah, and PolacyZPolski just starting to take control of this game. So those kills starting to stack up now. It's now 8-1. They're going to take a 3 Raptors as well now, essentially. And the towers are starting to take some serious damage. Polska still have all 3 of their tier 1s. Where Killandstomp, the middle one is pretty much not long for this world, and the left-hand side tower has already gone down.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. The only tower that's taken damage for Polski has been the offlane tower. And it's not even taking that much. The rest, completely healthy. Not even a tick.
Yeah, I don't think they've Killandstomp really had an opportunity to siege at a tower yet because they've sort of been on the back foot. So yeah, just having a kind of rough time. I think they need to just reset and just get back, just sort of try and farm up a little bit now and try not let this gap widen any further.
Sorry, give me a sec.
All right, so while you're having a second, I'll just have a quick look and see what the CS score is. So we've got 250, or yeah, just 250 now versus 154. CXP, we usually use the ADC as the best metric. So Prodigy now on 21 CXP to Chester's 15. So he's 6 card points in front. Both those Raptor pickups and the kills. He's only on 1 kill and 1 assist, but those Raptors really telling. And I think the CS game, yeah, he's on 70 to Chester's 44. So he's actually picking up on the CS as well. So yeah, just starting to edge ahead now in both objective wise and in CXP.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Looking at the engagement right now, we are seeing PolacyZPL starting to push down that tier 1. I think they're going to wait for the wave and actually might engage on that. Killandstomp starting to rotate over. They want to defend that last tier 1, as if they manage to save it, it's going to prevent Polacy from getting a big map pressure advantage. They're going to walk in right now, and there's Satori throwing at the rockets to land on the green buffed Kwang. Oh. Best case scenario, think about it. Oh, there's Adam's Wing diving in on Koksu, smash and grab PolacyZPL right there to follow up, make it rain on top with the smashing, with the crash bang boom. And that's going to be Chester going down first. The Howitzer, PolacyZPL tanking 4v1. Prodigy picks up with an obliterate. And now there's only 3 left. 2 left on Killandstomp as Bellico goes down to Koksu. This very well should be the tower. Xylo on the Narbash has to walk away. He has no health, no mana. It's Greystone, the last line of defense, but he's going to let the tower fall, and that's a smart decision to do so because he would be completely left as a stand on the floor if he decided to stay around any longer.
Yeah, I think that was the wise decision. But I mean, credit to Killandstomp. They wanted to try and take that fight, but unfortunately, the rotation from Prodigy just coming in and just being able to basically walk in on the back line and just drop that obliterate down and doing just so that.
Yeah. Red buff spawns right now. Prodigy's on to pick it up. I think we're going to look at a 15-minute prime. Is that what we're seeing here?
It looks like they're all Martians that way, but Killandstomp are aware of this. Oh, the Narbash could be in trouble here.
Oh my god!
That burst damage.
Full 100 to 0'd him almost. All he needed is 1 more auto attack. That would have been a dead Narbash. Koksu right up behind the Belko had no idea he was even there. Stalking behind it. There's a shadow slip. Feast won't go down. It'll be the obliterate to finish the job. As Chester's in a bit of trouble with Satori just completely on top of him. There's the ultimate coming out of Satori as he gets thunked for the peel. He's instead engaged onto the Narbash, who stopped him from picking the ADC. Kwang throwing down the tether. Judgment of the Heavens will protect his teammates, but Koksu right around the corner will pick up the kill.
Yeah, very good engagement there from Polacy. They just, it seems that Killandstomp are just sort of didn't feel like they were in committed. Well, they didn't feel like they were committed to that engagement, so they sort of went in 1 by 1 essentially, and just got picked up by this. I mean, this Revenant is now on 3 kills, 3 assists. So he's getting really fed. So no one can really 1v1 him. If you go in 1v1 and equal card levels, you're gonna struggle.
All right, we do have Killandstomp rotating in now to try and defend. Gets hit by the rock, and then the double smashing grab. Koksu's the first one to get the kill. Project's gonna get the second one on the Kwang, and Greystone's in there trying to run away with his own life. His ultimate burns down, and PolacyZPL's right on there with a double pain smash and grab. Should be able to come out, or he could go the dash. No, Chester coming in behind and starts wailing onto the Grux, who needs to disengage. The rest of his team is still on Prime. Satori could be going down here to Orb Prime if he doesn't play smart. The rock going out, and that will be it. Satori gets to live for the next engage.
Yeah, really treading a fine line there between, you know, getting that OP buff and just being a purple stain on the floor at that point. We don't want to see a repeat. I don't know if you saw the bugs that we had earlier, that every time a Rampage died, he spawned a clone of himself to sort of sitting and chilling there where he died. So yeah, just sat there. So yeah, so PolacyZPolski really turning up the pressure with this OP. Last time they had it, though, I think they didn't really capitalize on it on straight away. They just sort of took down a couple of tier 2s and didn't really make a concerted effort to get down an inhibitor. So I'm wondering if they're going to try and push the luck this time and go straight through down to a tier 2 and onto an inhibitor this time. Because we see when they do group, they fight really well, but
exactly
they came in drips and drops last time and didn't really do anything with it.
And we do have the team start to group up for the mid lane. Koksu looks like he's trying to chase down. Oh, Satori picking up the kill onto the Bellica. Koksu was looking like he was going for the Yin, but the team has already engaged on the mid lane and gotten their pick. So now have the power play on a 4v5. Zatolo using the Crash Bang Boom completely in no man's land, and he's gonna pay the price for that, and rightly so. Now 3v5. There is Kwang trying to drop the Judgment of the Heaven down onto Koksu. Catch him in the mid shadow slip, but he will back off. There's Satori burning the ultimate, jumping onto the back line. Make it rain, coming out of Miss QQ to clear the minion wave out. As Satori 2v1s the enemy team. PolacyZPL dives into the smash and grab and gets a kill of his own. And that is going to be everyone down with press any key just respawning to watch his inhibitor fall. Instead of ending the game, they're going to rotate over to the other tier 2, maybe pick up a second inhibitor. Yeah, I believe they have completely capability to end this if they chose to.
I mean, they could do, and I don't think this is BM. I think they're fully aware that this will give them the second place slot. So they just want to make sure they're ahead. Why, you know, they've probably got 90% chance to march on and take the core, but let's just make it 100%.
Yeah, that's definitely a fair buy. So PolacyZPL winning this is the second team to get put into the LAN event.
Not the LAN event, just onto the next stage of the tournament.
Onto the next stage. Oh, Miss QQ picking up a kill onto the Greystone. Koksu going on and press any key. You need to press any key to respawn there, my friend. You are down. And that's going to be PolacyZPL going onto the core. As Chester now trying to take down the howitzer. He gets hit by the landmine, tossed aside. Adam's Wing picks up a kill on Pulaski. It's going to be their second kill of the game.
Yeah, I think they got a little bit greedy there. They should have really just focused the core, but looked like they were too interested in trying to get kills of enemies in the base.
Prodigy goes down as well, but I think the minion... Yeah, there's the one last minion just trying to do his job.
Trying to show his expression for the hate of the core.
And that is going to be... That still gives Killandstomp a chance to kind of get back in the game. You know, the core's taken a lot of damage, but they defended to the final siege, and they still have one inhibitor up with a tier 2. So that will effectively buy them time for the next prime if they actually manage to get that far.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit agreed on Pulaski's side there. They probably could have just started wailing on the core and dealt with it, but they chose to try and go for the kills and definitely lock out the game and sort of paid for it a little bit. I mean, they've got 2 inhibitors down.